The Run DMC tribute was the Asasaya School of the Arts. And the performance you just saw doing applause and the poetry, Mount Pisgah Dance Ministry.
All right.
Without further ado, the man of the hour. Please stand, ladies and gentlemen, and join me in recognizing the 2013 Stars of New York Dance Stellar Humanitarian Award recipient, Danny Simmons.
I have never, ever been moved so much by an award ceremony. That poem made me tear up.
Yes, sir.
It wobbled my turntables, but they did not fall down. For real. Last year I did this and I was a judge, and the year before I did this and I was a judge. And I didn't, I do a lot of stuff in the arts, but what's really, really important is not me, but these kids up here. They say I'm being honored, but I'm honored to be in their presence and watch them dance. Because I know what it means to dance, and I know what it means to paint, and I know what it means to write poetry. It means somewhere along the line, someone has unlocked your imagination. And so many kids, that's all they might have, is their imagination, depending on their circumstances. And when you start to think about where your imagination can take you, that somebody took the time to unlock it, that you could become President of the United States. You can become Brother Robert Carnage. You can become Lori Cumbo, who started a museum and now is our council person. You can become Cheryl Todman, whose knees gave out on her, but she danced. That all started with the imagination. I can do this. When I started thinking about it, people started asking me questions why I do what I do. I really didn't know why I do it. I just did it, because it felt right. I guess I emulated my father because he was a big giver. But when I started thinking about why I do what I do, and I had to have answers for people like you, it was because it's incumbent upon you, no matter where you are, for your own personal survival and your own personal growth, to put your hand on somebody else's shoulder.
Believe it.
To help lift them up. It is the only way you can lift yourself up. The only way I could be an artist, a true artist, not just somebody who painted a picture. The only way I could be a true artist was to help another artist paint their picture. And I started putting art up on a wall with a jug of wine and an invitation. And I convinced my brothers to help me start a foundation so we could give that to all these kids. And now my foundation is in 6 or 7 schools, and we touch thousands of kids' lives, and we're here in our galleries, and I do many, many projects. And every time I give, I get. And it's not necessarily monetarily because, I live in the hood. Wouldn't live anywhere else. But I have to live in the hood because I live in the hood. Artists do. But seriously, the giving is the getting. And when you see these kids up here dance, and the little ones, and they're so cute, could you imagine what they're going to be later on? I don't teach kids to be artists. I don't necessarily want any kid that's in any of the classes that we give to be artists. I want them to be creative about their lives. And that's what's important. I'm not trying to raise no new artists or teach anybody. I want to teach them how to unlock the potential inside of themselves so they can be whatever they want to be. So thank you for allowing me to honor you, young people. And thank all y'all for coming. I gotta go, because I gotta go give somebody else an award. Which is terrible, because I wanted to see some people dance, especially Carlo. Not to take anything else from anybody else. I really want to see Carl dance. We worked together on the Brooklyn Public Library board. I never thought of him as a dancer. I want to welcome the new administration that's coming in, but I wanted to say something about the man who stood up here every year, Marty Markowitz. Before I go. He helped to architect the new Brooklyn, a more inclusive Brooklyn.
Yeah.
A Brooklyn that was open to everybody. Now there's a lot of problems and there's a lot of things that we got to solve. And that's up to the new administration. But Marty laid some strong groundwork and supported the arts and supported people. He was our cheerleader and we have to give him a round of applause for the job